So what is the difference between the buzzing TH sound and the aspirated TH sound? It's an excellent question. It's one of the most basic ways in which sounds can differ. Now, you're correct in saying aspirated is not the correct way to describe that. I totally understand why you would say it, but in linguistics, what we would call that is voiceless. And then that buzzing sound is what we call voiced. And all that is, voicing is just vibrating your vocal cords, which you can actually feel right here. Versus. But pro tip, if you're trying this by whispering, you're not going to feel any vibration. Whispering, by definition, is devoicing all the sounds. So most sounds we produce are actually voiced, including all vowels and most consonants. Of course, there are exceptions where they can become voiceless, like when you're whispering. But for the most part, this is their standard realization. And the symbols we're looking for are these two right here. So is the voiced dental fricative represented by this symbol that we call F, and th is a voiceless dental fricative represented by the symbol we call theta. These are both actually pretty rare sounds in world languages. If you listen to a lot of people who learn English as a second language, a lot of people have trouble pronouncing these because it's very uncommon to have in another language. As for when to use one over the other, well, even though they're similar, they're still unique phonemes. It'd be like asking when to use P versus B. They're just different sounds that create different words. Obviously, because of how similar they are, language evolution can transition between the two fairly easily. Sometimes in English, it differentiates a noun from a verb, for example, teeth versus teeth. But in other examples like this versus think, they're just completely different etymologies and different sources that happen to use similar sounds. But that's all there is to it. They're dental because your tongue is between your teeth, a fricative because you're pushing air through an obstruction, and the only difference between one or the other is that one is voiced, vibrating your vocal cords, which you can feel here, and the other is voiceless, with no vibration. If you have any more questions about any specific sounds, phonemes, or anything linguistics, please leave a comment.